Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about how you can reclaim your freedom, work where you want, how often you want, when you want, and live your life on your own terms. If you don't know, I'm Sephora, licensed attorney and business coach, and let's go ahead and jump right into the video, okay? Excuse me, because I have no notes. I have no notes on this video, so I hope I can do this as consistently and concisely as possible, because again, I have no notes. So we're going to be talking all about how you can reclaim your freedom by launching your business. So if you are a professional woman working full-time and you've been wanting to break free from the chains of your employer, from the chains of your boss, from feeling like you have no say in what you can do with your life and where you can work and how often you can work, and you have to go and answer to someone else when it comes time to, like, hey, can I get some vacation? Hey, can I go to my kid's graduation? Hey, can I do this? Oh my gosh, and you're tired of it, then I'm here to tell you the answer to that is to launch your own business. So trust me, I know where you are coming from. I remember even before I went to law school, I was working full-time at a financial investment firm, and I just remember having to ask if I could have off like the day after Thanksgiving or something like that, because I needed to fly back to where my family was for Thanksgiving, and it wasn't going to work if I didn't have that Black Friday, right, the day after Thanksgiving off. And so, and I remember her saying, like, we'll see. Like, we'll see. It was at that moment, okay? It was at that moment I knew I was not meant to work for nobody else, okay? Unless it was on my terms, or unless I was choosing to still work full-time. And spoiler alert, yes, I do still work full-time, but that is by choice. I also have a very successful business, okay? I actually enjoy my job now. So anyway, you guys, so I know how you are feeling, and let's talk about how you can reclaim that freedom. The first thing I want to tell you and suggest to you and implore you to do is look into how you can go about navigating or arranging a hybrid work environment or hybrid work schedule. What this is going to allow you to do is it's going to give you more time to build up your business. It's going to give you more time to focus on how you can start making money outside of work, right? Because if you're not actually in the office, you're not going to have those watchful eyes or those watchful gaze all over you every second of the day, 9 to 5, trying to make sure that you're doing what the boss wants you to be doing, right? So if you have that more hybrid schedule when you're at home, you can then use some of those hours to work on your business, to work on building your business. Of course, you're still getting your work done, but let's be honest, when you're in the office, does it actually take you 8 hours a day to get all of your work done? Or is some of those hours spent socializing? Is some of those hours spent in the lunchroom? Is some of those hours spent doodling around? Is some of those hours spent maybe even napping, right? And so if you're at home, you can actually be more productive during those idle hours, or what would normally be idle hours. And the reason why you want to negotiate this hybrid work schedule is because you're going to need to have more time, or you want to get yourself used to having that time to putting into your business so that you can actually build it to the level where you can leave your full-time job if you choose to. If you can't negotiate a hybrid work schedule, that is completely okay. It will not stop you from launching your business. So let's jump into what you should try to do and how navigating or launching your own business is going to change things for you. Once you've got this business, or once you've got your idea, your business idea, what you're going to do is you're going to start taking small steps to putting these actions into place, right? Putting things into place. So I want you to think about, what work are you currently doing in your full-time job? What are you currently doing in your full-time job? And can you do it for yourself, right? So I'm going to repeat that. What are you doing in your full-time job? And can you do it for yourself? So concrete example, if you are in an HR role and what you do is you work on managing relationships, managing company relationships, or you're in, like, you work on the hiring aspect, or maybe you work on making sure the company is cohesive, can you then turn that into your own business or your own side hustle, where you are your own quote unquote independent contractor or your own agency, where you provide those same services to businesses on a contract basis? Okay, or maybe you can think about, okay, a lot of what I do is relationship management with business executives, or relationship management between employees. Maybe I can just start a coaching business where I talk about relationship management, and maybe this is me doing a business to business relationship, so B2B, where I go in and I give these talks and I give these seminars or I give these webinars to these businesses and get paid to do that. okay? Or maybe you start your own business where you do it on the client side and you work with clients and you help them. This is what HR is looking for in interviews. This is what HR wants to see when you're working. This is how you get a promotion, right? How can you use what you are doing in your full-time job and begin turning it into something that you can do for yourself? So you're making money for yourself so that you're working towards that freedom, that oh so sweet freedom, okay? And yes, this is not going to be instantaneous. It's going to take time, but you're going to be inching away at it. You're going to be chipping away at it every single day, or at least as often as you can while you're in your full-time job. So what does that mean? It means you're talking to people outside of your job and asking them like, hey, do you need help with this? Or like, hey, like I do this. Do you think I could help you out with it? Or hey, like, do you know anyone, right? You're telling every single person you know about these things, these skills that you have, and how you're willing to offer it to them at a price. Okay, right? So again, so that's kind of that word of mouth that you can start doing right now today and starting to get your own business off the ground so you can work towards that freedom. And so, like I mentioned before, if you're able to get that hybrid schedule, you've got even more leeway to do this, because maybe you spend your day collecting emails and sending out emails about what you're offering, or you're sending emails about talking to people who may need help. Maybe you're posting on social media, right? There's so many different things that you can be doing to think about like, all right, so how am I going to use what I know, use the skills I have, and turn this into something that can then free me so that I can live and work on my own terms. And as you continue to do this over time, you'll start to see that, oh my gosh, I'm actually building up momentum, and I see I can actually turn this into something profitable for myself. How do I know? Because I did it. I literally did it, okay? And I have an entire video on it, how I built my business to 6 figures in 1 year's time, and it gives you the 10 steps I use. So after this video, make sure you go check that one out. But that is the step that you need to be thinking about, right? How can you turn this current full-time role into something that you can use and benefit yourself? I mean, the company's benefiting from it from you. Why can't you benefit from it, right? So the other thing, like on the flip side of this, maybe you love your job, right? And I do love my job. I don't intend on leaving my job right now, but maybe you love your job and you don't want to leave. How can you navigate, hey, like, maybe I want a raise. I want to be paid more. Maybe I want a more lenient schedule. I want more vacation time. How can you quantify the results that you provide to your company to negotiate these greater returns on your part, so that you at least have the freedom that you desire within your own company, so you don't feel like at any given moment you have to negotiate or beg your boss or your employer to give you some type of like whatever, right? And I'll give you an example here. I saw a job posting that I was interested in. Like, this happened a long time ago. I saw a job posting that I was interested in, but I did not want to go in. I did not want it to be an in-person role. I wanted it to be hybrid. And so I simply sent an email and said, hey, would you be, I like this role and I'm interested in it. However, this is how I'm envisioning the role. Is this something you would be open to? And guess what? They responded and said, wow, we didn't even think about it that way, right? And so when you're thinking about roles or your current role, how can you be of benefit to that current role on your terms, so that you have that freedom, or at least that illusion of freedom that you want in your job, so you're not constantly like answering or asking or having to beg for time off to do what you want to do and to live life on your own terms, right? So the last thing I'll say on this about launching your business while working full-time so that you can get that freedom is just thinking about, okay, maybe my role is not one I want to start a business in, because maybe I hate my role and I want to do something completely different. And maybe I just hate my role and so I don't want to stay in it, right? So you don't fall into either of the first 2 camps I talked about. Think about what else you can do, what else you can start on the side while in your full-time job, so that you can begin to build up that sense of freedom that you desire to have. And I'm not going to get into too much here, but what I'll say here is the only thing that you need to do is to think about what you love, what you have expertise in, and what works for you, that there is a need out there that you are willing and capable of offering to the world. Turn that into your business idea and you will be golden. Okay, guys, if you like this video, then make sure you click my business and entrepreneurship playlist to get all tips business and entrepreneurship, and make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Transformative Woman. And if you guys are looking to start your own business, click the link in my bio to check out business coaching opportunities, sephoragray.com/transformative woman. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.